there. Got an open chute too.
Hey, it's your girl Andrea. Ignore my voice. I've been having a little bit of like a cold and dealing with post 4th of July. Also, I am extremely tired. But thanks for coming back to the channel. Otherwise, if you're new, thanks for clicking on the video and hanging out with us. I promise my voice is not always this low and manly. We're gonna haul some CULL cows today. So it'll be a grand old time of getting 4 of them loaded. I do need to go pull stitches out of 795. If you remember, that was our C-section mama who actually ended up not producing enough milk for her baby, and we ended up grafting her calf onto little Debbie, which is our brown heifer this year. So that's the game plan. There's 4 of them going. One of them was a cow that never calved, so she must have slipped her calf this fall. Then you have 795, another one that lost her calf, and another problem child. So there you go. Now you know the method of the madness of what's going on. I know people have asked, like, I feel like you're culling a lot of cows. Well, when you have more than 6 cows and you end up calving them out, you're gonna have some CULL cows. Like, honestly, I feel like, you know, when we raise heifers, we always go for sure 10% of the herd, if not a little bit over, because we know we're gonna have opens, we know we're gonna have culls, that type of deal. And when we expanded in 2022, 2023, we bought a lot of shorter term cows that were a little bit cheaper, knowing that old cows would, you know, do okay in the barn on TMR versus on grass if they're missing teeth, that type of deal. And with that, we ended up with some problems here and there, or just like random things have happened. Some of these cows are getting older. You know, some of the West River cows were a little bit spicy, so when your calf dies randomly in a fluke accident, I'm not going to try to graft a calf on you because you're freaking psycho. We do have 29 heifers in the heifer pen, so hopefully we'll have 27 replacements or so. So the other thing, Mom and I were having a conversation yesterday. The cattle market's at a high right now, right? So we don't know, you know, when the market's going to change, but it's a lot more enticing to get rid of a problem child, whether, you know, she's got an attitude, she's looking older, she doesn't wean a very big calf, she's got other issues, all of the reasons you can cull a cow. It's a little more enticing to get rid of a CULL cow this year, but it's going to be probably in a year or two when you're going to fight to get $400 for them. Right now we can get, you know, $1,500, $1,700, even $2,000 if it's a big cow. So that's kind of just the method of the madness of what's going on. We'll talk about CULL cows here after a while. The other really exciting note is that we sold a lot of, we haven't sold, but we put them on the list of to start selling a load of fats. We did that yesterday. So we had a Tyson buyer here. The rep from Producers Livestock was here. That's who we sell through. We let our guy Dave know that we got a load ready, and then he lets the backers know, and then they come look at them and they start placing bids, and we roll up from there. But that's kind of a way a smaller producer does it without contracts, technically. So there's also this problem. We had another calf break her leg. Must have got stepped on when we put the bulls in and played Ring Around the Rosie. So that was super fun to find, but that was last Friday. And the cast is holding strong. It's a little harder when they're bigger, but fingers crossed. And Baldy never fails to talk when I'm trying to do a video. Every time. Kicks, so watch out.
Yeah, I know she kicks.
Proof. Come on, back up. It needs you to go in the chute. Good job.
Come on. Come on.
See, I got this one cut the other day. So good. We're taking it off because we'll get more money for her. We'll get more money for her without stitches in her. That healed so well. There's a little bit of tissue there from some other tissue that came off, but Pretty dang good. Sort the other 3 homies out. The reason we didn't get rid of these lately is because we wanted to gain some weight, because the more they weigh, the more money you get, right? I told Mom, I was like, don't talk to me because the cows are starting to come in back into heat from my last round of AI, and that makes me really sad. So I'm gonna just give you an example of what prices were kind of last week here. Slaughtered cow results, high yielding fed cows, bulk cows are kind of in this, like bulk cows are in the $1.30 to $1.60. So if we do some quick math, let's just say you're in the middle, $1.45, and your cows weigh $16.50. That's $2,300 for a cull cow. We didn't pay that for a bred cow, so it's pretty dang good. Even if you're, you know, in the lower end of the bulk of cows, which is $1.30, and you have a 1,400 pound cow, that's still $1,800 for, well, a cull cow. So also more than what we paid for these as breds. Cull the cows, name of the game. There's also not a lot of cull cows right now because people aren't like preg checking. The fall there's kind of a rush, so that's the name of the game. I got 3 cows that are in heat in that pen that I AI'd 3 weeks ago, so catch me being depressed. I'm just kidding. There's 40 some in that group. There's gonna be 10 that come into heat for sure, so. But anyways, that's your little cull cow update. I told Nathan to get some clips. We'll see if he does.
Well, apparently I was taking too long this morning, and Andrea and Sterling and Denise took it upon themselves to load the cows, so they were loaded and ready for me when I got to the farm. So we're gonna run these guys up to the sale barn quick and get them off the feed bill. We've got a hay sale here every sale day before the sale starts, so it's kind of handy if you need some hay. You run up and grab a load and get you through. Looky there, got an open chute too. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to video this. Hey, mamas. Hey, mamas. There, got them dumped off. Looks like we got here at the right time. Starting to get a line.
So as we've discussed, there's a variety of reasons that cows are culled from a herd. So it's a cull cow, C-U-L-L cow. It means they're removed from the herd. Whether they are not carrying a calf, so like 312 for an example, she was confirmed pregnant at preg check last fall, and then she must have slipped her calf at some point out in the corn stalks. We never found it, so she never calved, and then I sleeved her. I didn't even sleeve her. She came into heat twice now, and I was like, so you're gone. No calf, no baby, and I've seen her come into heat 2 times now. She was just in heat last week again, and she didn't stick to the first one. So there's that. Attitude, 18, her calf died unexpectedly, kind of out of nowhere. And she's a spicy queen herself. Like top 4 worst cows in the herd that we bought from West River. So deuces to her. See you later. $7.95, like I said, we took her calf because she wasn't producing enough milk. And then 813 was another just problem child that we're just getting rid of at this point. So outside of that, CULL cows, it's a good chunk of money for a producer, especially right now. Like if they're worth, you know, $1,500 to $2,000, over $2,000 a head, depending on the size of the cow in the market and stuff. That's a lot of change. Like that could be $8 grand in a trailer right now, right? If they're all $2 grand a piece. Versus when I first got into cows, seriously, after college, I was selling CULL cows for like $400, which is super fun when you pay like $2,000 for a bred cow. Now it's kind of wild. So they're an important piece to income, but we'll also have the fats here going here pretty soon. You'll see that in an upcoming video. Nathan took some good clips for you. You're welcome. He hates recording in person at the sale lines or anywhere, but he does it because he loves me. So as always, got any questions, let me know. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hopefully next time I do a video, I don't sound like a weird man with a really weird voice. But till next time, Ness and I are gonna go sit indoors because it's humid out today and the sweat is just dripping. But I'm probably gonna go sit in my pool. Catch you on the next one.